Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited here once again, and we're going to be talking about the fight between Martin Bakole and Efe Ajagba. It's for the IBF final eliminator in the heavyweight division. And we're asking the question who wins in this fight. Before we start telling you what the tactics and who wins in this fight, we'll tell you that this fight, both fighters are of the same height, 6 foot, 6 foot, 6 foot 6, and both boxers, Bakole is the favorite, but do not write it with Ajagba off. It's not going to be a walk in the park for Bakole, regardless of what you think. On paper, is a favorite, and but both boxers are heavy hitters. Anything can happen. A punch or a right combo to the head or haymaker can change the whole dynamics and complexion of the fight. Having said that, we have to tell you that power alone does not make a fight. Style contributes. So, in no particular order, we will tell you what we mean. If Ajagba comes out and slugs and start in front of Bakole, is a good night for him. Sweet dreams, you might say. But if Ajagba comes out and fights in a certain way and uses his jab to set up his right combos, and his movement is proper, and his work rate is good, he has a chance. He has a chance in this fight. A lot of people won't believe it, but style is the most important thing in a boxer's dictionary. Once you have a good style, yeah, you can make things happen. You can change fights. For ever to have a chance, it must come through the way of movement, footwork, and angles. You must set angles so that Bakole's punches, which are volume punches, variety of punches that it comes with, will not catch him flush. Bakole is being compared to George Foreman as one of the heaviest hitters in the heavyweight division. He even says, look, everybody is scared of me. I'm the boogeyman of this division. And then probably people are scared of him. We'll see people withdraw from this title fight. If he is a warrior, he's steady. And Kabaya withdrew. And Zillian Zhang, surprisingly withdrew. But you can't blame them because they have another easier route to the title. Let's call it easier rule. It's easier rule on paper. But you never know what's going to happen at the end of the day, because boxing, you cannot predict. Anything can happen. A punch can change the whole dynamics of the fight. And everything that happens in boxing happens so fast. Before you know it is over. 10 seconds, you're over. Everything, you're counted out. But for Bakole, to have a chance in this fight, he has to start from day one, and he has to use his jab to control the fight. He has a longer reach, no doubt about that. And what he needs is to jab, and one, two, and then the combination. The most important point for Efe to have a chance in this fight against Bakole is the body punches. Body punches to the solar plexus, to the liver, is very important, because I found out all through that nobody had tried the body or stomach of Bakole. Bakole has been so aggressive, pushing you back, that you don't have chance to try his body. The only person that tried the body stopped him and won the fight, and that is Michael Hunter. But a first chance is not one blow to the body, consistent attack. We saw how Ajit Kabayel, and finished Sanchez and touched him election. It's body punches. And Magmudov, the same thing, body punches. These are big men, good boxers. But when you go to the body doesn't wave, it doesn't ball. There's no peekaboo style on the body. You catch the body flush, you get the person. Having said this, I have to be honest with you. Movement is very supreme and paramount in this fight. For Ajagba to have a chance in this fight, to have a chance of beating Martin Bakole, he has to come through the way of aggression, pressure. He has to take the center of the ring, be on the front foot. That is the way he will have a chance. Do not give Bakole a chance to key up or throw his volume punches. He has to fight educatively and consistently. When Bakole is throwing a punch to him, he has to come. He has to spoil the fight sometimes, spoil it, fight on the inside as well. The body of Bakole, I'm repeating again, is free, and I don't think he can take big punches on the body. I made the fight between him and I had looked for a fight between Ajagba, Bakole and Ajit Kabayal. Kabayal, arguably, is the biggest puncher, best puncher, body puncher in the heavyweight division. If he attacks the body, the way Bakole, Kabayal attacked the body of Sanchez, he has a chance. I have to be honest with you, because as they say, one punch changes the whole dynamics or complexion of the fight. Ajagba, in fact, is a very good fighter. No doubt about that, but he had a problem. I think it's psychological after his fight lost to Frank Sanchez. His attitude towards the fight is a little bit hesitant now. He was hesitant on the day. His trainers and his cornermen keep telling him, go for the knockout, chase this guy. He has to come to terms with that. That is what he's going to do to have a chance against Bakole. Bakole is a heavy puncher, no doubt about that. He could knock you out with a punch. He could take punches. He's got a good chin, and targeting his head or hunting his head will not pay any dividends. The things that will pay dividends for in this fight is for him to come through the way of body punches and rise up to the head with left hooks. He's got a very good left hook. He has to use it, and he has to use it consistently. I mentioned that word, consistently. That body punches has to be consistent. He has to make Bakole. He has to make him think twice before he comes in with his volume punches. You need to attack the body consistently, relentlessly. That is the way you win Bakole or have a chance against him. And do not allow him to come from the front foot. You take the center of the ring. You hit the body, hit the lever. Who saw the point that finished Valdez? Valdez, a celebrated fighter, champion in two-weight division. You saw what happened to him when he fought Navarrete. It was a point to the body, and everything changed, So if Bakole, if Sorry must have a chance against him, he's the underdog, no doubt about that. Bakole is the favorite. For him to have a chance, he has to come through the way of body punches. And I've said it before, and I will say again, the body of Bakole has not been tried enough. If you go there consistently and then permanently, just every time you're there, at least in the first half of the fight, where you weaken him, he will slow down, his confidence will fade, he will not want to be there. It will be good for him to follow that route to win. Bakole, on the other hand, has to maintain his style. He says he's a bulldozer. He could wreck people down. For him to win Efe, he has to push Efe back, put Efe on the back foot, and then throw his punches, his variety and volume of punches, which are just more like atomic bombs coming out from a tank. Having said that, you say styles make fight. It depends on the style that Efe comes with. If he comes with those punches and Efe takes a step backwards and holding with that long reach, and then fire right hands. Not just one at a time. Efe is slack in that area. I hope he will change it. I hope you will hear us talking here. For him to have a chance, he has to attack and make Bakole uncomfortable. There is a blueprint on how to beat Bakole, set by Hunter. I might have to use that system to win. There is no doubt in my mind about that. Any boxer can be beaten, no matter how good you are. After all, George Foreman was rocking people all over the place in 1973 and 74. He had Frazier outdone in 3 rounds, 5 times in 3 rounds in Jamaica. He had Ken Norton. These are people who were giving Muhammad Ali a lot of problem, and defeated Muhammad Ali. Had Ken Norton down also in Venezuela in round 2. He decked George Chivalo, who was Muhammad Ali said had the thickest jaw he has ever seen in boxing, from Canada. and all these other people, But Bakole is they call him the boogeyman of the heavyweight division, not for nothing. People are running away from him. Who saw what happened against when this fight was about being made? It was Ajit Kabayel took another route. Zillian Zhang, who is a giant as well, took another route. So people are really scared of him. But Efe is a warrior. Efe came in, took this fight, and he's preparing for it. I hope when he finishes preparing, he will be solid enough and know where his force were in his other fights. Efe Ajagba has 20 fights, only one loss. No, zero this thing. Then Bakole had 21, the same only one loss. But the difference is the 85-inch reach of Ajagba. Can he use it to control the fight? That is the $1 million question. Volume. Ajagba has been to the Olympics, an Olympian, and I believe he can fight. I believe he can bang. I believe if you give him the chance, he will knock you out straight out of the ring. You will see him do that. He's got a wicked right hand, and he must use that right. He must use it often. He must, if Ajagba to have a chance, must throw more punches. More punches. No dilly-dallying, no hesitation. He has to rock. Don't look at what is coming on the other side. They never say die attitude that will win. Determination, heart, and determination is willpower as well. Is what will affect this fight mostly. Who is mentally prepared and physically sound to win this fight? And the other question we're asking is fatigue going to be an issue for Bakole towards the end, or for Efe towards the end? Nobody knows this, but whoever fatigues first, whoever is cardio disappoints, will have problems. Ajagba is a good boxer, he's a warrior, he's a solid guy, he's not scared of any person. But his defense has to improve as well, so that as not to let Bakole come in and make him porous and finish him. Efe must have his right hand. His right hand has to be used often. You don't just use one left hand, even though you can use your jab to coordinate and build the fight, but you don't have to, leave it on that. You have to use your right uppercut, your right punch to the ribs, to the solar plexus, a straight right through. Angles has to be taken, the work rate has to be above average. That's the most important thing I'm going to tell Ajagba. For him to have a chance, he has to have a high work rate, because Bakole comes with the same type of system. It comes from the front foot, and he must take the center of the ring and be the person pushing Bakole back, because Bakole do not like fighting on the back foot, and that is the system that you use in beating him. Our time is up here. We'll be back with you before the fight and explain to you further things. We'll ask you to please subscribe to this channel to make this channel grow. We appreciate whatever you do, subscribers. We appreciate people watching. Audience, do subscribe, and do have a nice day, and God bless.